Okay. Thank you. So if you can hear me, give me an opening prayer as we pray for our sponsors. If you can hear me.
Okay.
Give us an opening prayer.
Okay, let us pray.
Yes.
Dear loving Father, thank you for giving us another opportunity to come and learn.
Problem is with the voice. Is it
May you
connection?
please bless our teachers who are going to teach us this day. Give us the knowledge to understand everything. Give them the courage to teach us, Lord. Bless
Okay. It seems we lost her. Thank you very much for the prayer.
them abundantly, Lord. But this is a free.
Thank you. Okay, so today's lesson is going to be by Madame Nangoma Druscilla. I'm going to take you through clouds today. We are going to be looking at clouds. And by the end of the lesson, I shall expect you to be able to define clouds. After defining clouds, I shall expect you to describe the appearance of clouds. After which, I shall expect you to describe the weather conditions that are as a result of appearance of different clouds. I shall again expect you to tell the weather conditions. So that is what we are going to look at today. I want to know from you, what is a cloud? In your own understanding, what is a cloud? What is a cloud? What is a cloud? William, can you tell me what a cloud is? William, what is a cloud? Benjamin, what is a cloud? You've heard of what a cloud is. You're seeing clouds in the sky. When you see a cloud, what comes to your mind? Mr. Charles, kindly help me unmute certain people so that I can be able to talk to them. I see a namesake of mine, Chloe. What is a cloud? Mr. Charles, can you hear me? If you can hear me, please write in the chats. Yes, Viking is saying a cloud is condensed water vapor. That is beautiful. Thank you very much. Someone is saying a cloud is condensed water vapor. Mr. Charles?
Yes, please.
Help me, and it's okay. Beatrice, what is a cloud? What are clouds? People have heard about clouds. Unmute yourself and tell me what a cloud is.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes, please.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you. This is Marjorie.
Marjorie, good to hear from you. Can I hear your submission?
Clouds are billions of tiny water droplets that form in the sky all across the earth.
Amazing. You're saying tiny billions of water droplets that
form
sky. The sky. Beautiful. That is a great idea. Anyone else with a different idea? If you want to talk, I'm allowing you to unmute yourself responsibly and talk. Druscilla, there is a namesake of mine. Druscilla, what is a cloud? Druscilla, Chloe, unmute yourself and tell me what a cloud is.
Excuse me.
Kevin, say something. What is a cloud?
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes, please.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes, I can hear you.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning. Say something. We are wasting time.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning.
Teacher, my name is Christine.
Yes, Christine.
A cloud is a mass of water vapor floating in the air.
Amazing. So it seems we have similar ideas. A cloud in general.
Morning, teacher.
A cloud is a collection of water vapor floating in the air. If we are to leave that aside, let's look at the types of clouds. Which types of clouds do you know? You've heard people talk about clouds. When you look outside, you see clouds. What type of clouds do you know?
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes, please.
This is Trisha.
Yes, Trisha. What types of clouds do you know? Those others, give me the types in the charts.
Nimbus clouds.
Nimbus clouds, good. Can I hear someone else talk?
Excuse me.
Yes.
Teacher, citrus clouds.
The citrus clouds. Are they citrus or stratus clouds?
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
Clouds.
Excuse me,
Stratus cloud.
cumulus cloud.
Cumulus clouds, good. We have stratus clouds, amazing.
Cumulonimbus clouds.
Cumulonimbus clouds, nice.
Now fog, teacher.
Sorry?
Fog.
We have fog. Fog is a type of cloud. How come it is not floating in the sky? Okay. If you have any other types, please scribble down something in the chat and don't let your answer go unheard. Cumulus clouds. So, in geography, we group these clouds into 4 major types. Okay.
Yes.
And we talk about the high clouds. So someone who mentioned Cirrus clouds, Cirrocumulus, and Cirrostratus clouds. These are the ones we call high clouds. So please, before we continue, allow me to invite you to have somewhere to note down, because at the end of the lesson, I'm going to give you some sort of quiz. So be able to write down something as we discuss. Okay? So high clouds, we have the Cirrus clouds, the Cumulus clouds, and Cirrostratus clouds. We have middle clouds. We've mentioned all this, so you look at how we have grouped them and know the type of cloud you have mentioned and where it belongs. So we have the middle clouds, that's those ones are Altocumulus and Altostratus. Then we have low clouds, the stratus and stratocumulus. Then you have the vertical clouds. So we are going to be able to look at how does each of these clouds appear. Are we together? Yes, that is going to be our concern for today. How do these clouds appear in the sky? And when they appear in the sky, in whichever version that we're going to look at, which weather conditions do they indicate? Because whenever clouds appear, they send a message to us as geographers. So when you look at clouds, the way they appear in the sky, which weather conditions do they dictate? So how do you think cirrus clouds look like? Those of you that have been able to tell. Mr. Charles.
Yes, please.
Yes, we are looking at clouds and I'm giving you how they appear in their respective heights. Do you see how we are looking at the high clouds where we have the cirrus, the Cirrocumulus, and the Cirrostratus clouds? Then we have those clouds that are in the middle clouds, the ones that appear 20 feet below. The high clouds are 20,000 feet above the ground level. You can barely reach there. Then in the middle, we have the Altostratus and the Altocumulus clouds. Then we have the low clouds. Okay. So I hope you're taking notes. We have high, middle, and low. Be able to tell which cloud falls under which height. Okay. Then we have the cumulus clouds, are the vertical ones. They appear into the cross in the sky in a vertical way. Okay. So our next assignment or our next source of discussion is going to come from us being able to identify, describe the appearance of each of the clouds, and we are going to work together. Okay. And as we discuss the appearance of these clouds, we are going to look at the thickness. Okay. Thickness. We are going to look at the color. We shall embrace the appearance and the height, and then we shall be able to find out later what do we tell about weather whenever we see particular types of clouds. So I think we should get started. One, we have the cirrus clouds. I want someone to describe how are these clouds in terms of appearance, in terms of color, how do they cover the sky, and tell me the likely weather we see whenever we see that type of weather, that type of cloud. What weather do we expect? I want to hear from people. Cantono, say something. I see your hand up. Cirrus clouds, how do they appear? Canton, I'm waiting to hear from you. Ponga, I've unmuted you. Say something. Describe the appearance of these cirrus clouds. Describe the appearance. Mary Angela Immaculate, say something. If you can't unmute, then write something in the chat. I want an interactive class. We are describing the appearance of these cirrus clouds. When you look at the sky, how do they appear? Yes, Vani.
Teacher.
Yes.
Teacher. Teacher.
Yes,
Angela. Teacher, the sky appears like there is water.
Okay, that appears water-like. That's a good
blue color. And
blue color.
And it is in form of.
They're in form of.
Whenever we see
appearance.
Teacher Chloe.
Chloe, say something. Chloe is my namesake. She's called Druscilla. Say something. I've allowed you to unmute yourself responsibly and say something.
The cirrus clouds.
Want to describe the appearance?
They are short.
They are short.
Teacher.
Short. Okay, I'm reading through the charts as you write down somewhere. Okay. Miracle is saying they are white and high in the sky. Thank you, Miracle. I think they're really white and they're high in the sky. Danny is saying they are thin. Please, I am following what you are writing, and I think I'm going to use this method. I'm going to use the charts. Okay. You should now be able to note down what we are describing. They are high in the sky. That is Fadino. One is saying they appear in the highest clouds. They appear black when seen. There can be a lot of wind.
They look like detached hair.
They are high, they are dark, Viking. So I think we have gotten the description of these Cirrus clouds. Okay. They are short and they look like hair or they look like tails. They appear blue. No, blue is blue. Okay, they are white and they have blue sky with them. They are shaped like feathers.
They are high.
They are wispy. They look like feathers. I think we've exhausted the Cirrus clouds.
They are
Okay.
feathered.
They are feathery. Now, when you see Cirrus clouds in the sky, what are you expecting the weather to look like? What do you expect the weather to look like?
It will be sunny.
It will be sunny. It's going to be a pleasant day, fairly sunny. I think we've understood the Cirrus clouds. Okay.
Yes.
If you're not down, they look like feathers. They are thin. They are wispy. They cover the entire sky. They look like cotton balls that have been put apart. So those are our Cirrus clouds. Let's look at another type. So when you see Cirrus clouds, you expect sunny weather. We have Cirrocumulus clouds. Cirrocumulus clouds. Same story, go through the chart, dribble down something, and I get to know how do we describe the appearance of these ones?
That they are high.
They are high.
They look like cotton.
They good. They look like cotton balls. Beautiful.
They are white. They look like water.
They look like water. No,
Water
water doesn't look like this.
They are close to each other.
Yes, they are too close to each other. That is beautiful.
They appear blue.
They appear blue. No, they are white.
They look stony.
They look stony. They look like
They are
cotton balls
scattered.
together.
They are somehow scattered.
They are lying fluffy.
They appear like cotton.
Tamara. They are white. Miracle is saying they are in many small particles. This is okay. They look like small spaced cotton balls. Beautiful. They look like small spaced cotton balls. They are too close together. Good.
Are made up of.
They are made up of.
They are dark.
They're dark. They're white. They're just too packed. They're too close to.
They are somehow dark.
Druscilla is saying they are between the altitude of 5 to 12 kilometers away from the ground. Okay. I'm reading through the charts. They look like small spaced cotton.
Yes, Madam Druscilla. I think there's too much noise coming, so I've muted everyone. Please, if you need anyone to talk, kindly just tap on that student and allow the student to unmute. Yeah, so that's what I've done. Please, you kindly do that. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Charles, sorry about that. Please don't make noise. I thought you would be responsible enough, but we are fading out. So those are the Cirrus clouds. Now, when we see Cirrus clouds, what do we expect the weather to be? What do we expect in regards to the weather? Tendo, when we see Cirrus clouds, what do we expect the weather to be? You said when we see Cirrus clouds, it's going to be a clear day, sunny. What about when we see cirrus clouds? Mr. Charles, help me pick those people who are raising up their hands because I'm not seeing them. Unmute, help me unmute them and they say something.
Just mention their names. I will ensure that they are unmuted.
Okay. Teresa Margarine, say something. Teresa. Someone in the chat is saying we expect a cloudy or rainy day. Good. That is a good trial. When you see Cirrocumulus clouds, what do we expect? Tessa, say something. Tessa, you're dodging me. Heavy rain with hailstorms. Good. So whenever we see Cirrocumulus clouds, we expect heavy rain with hailstorm. We are going to expect basically stormy weather. It's going to be a windy day whenever we see Cirrocumulus clouds. Good. Let's look at another type of clouds. Let's have a look at another type of clouds. We have the Cirrostratus clouds. We are going to describe the appearance, the thickness, the color in our charts once again. Cirrostratus clouds. Someone is saying they are uniform. Good, thank you. They are uniform. We are looking at the sky right now. What are we seeing? When I unmute people, they don't say anything. So I'm stuck at that. Benjamin, say something. Benjamin, what do we see about the Cirrostratus clouds? What are we seeing? Mr. Charles, unmuting is failing. I'm unmuting, people are not talking, so I don't know. Abdallah, can we describe the Cirrostratus clouds? Benjamin, say something. I see you're getting unmuted. Let me follow the chat because it seems unmuting is failing us. Someone is asking.
Teacher, they appear brown.
They appear brown. Are they brown? I think you're looking at the row. They're not brown. Look in the sky, please. They are very high clouds. Viking
They appear blue and white.
Yes, we are having a blue and white appearance. They appear white and up in the sky. George is saying they are high. They are thin. George has good descriptions here. They are thin. They are uniform and they cover the entire sky. Beautiful. Thank you, George. Someone is adding that they are transparent. I hope you're recording because I have a quiz at the end. They are transparent. They look like waves. Really? Is there anything wavy in these skies, in these clouds? They appear like a blanket. Okay. That's a good description. They are transparent. So I think George has the best description. They are high. They are thin. They are generally uniform. I think we can say they cover an entire skyline. They are transparent. Someone, Danny is saying they look like waves. They show the weather can change anytime to cloudy weather. They are transparent. I think we all have the idea of thin, transparent, clear, and uniform. Those are the four basic things we're using to describe the Cirrostratus clouds. So when we see Cirrostratus clouds, what do we expect the weather to be like? Tell me the weather changes associated with Cirrostratus clouds. Weather changes expected. Shivan. Shivan, say something. Mr. Charles, I'm mentioning the names because Ruth Namsoke, which weather do we expect when we see thin, uniform, white, wavy-like stratus clouds? Edward, what do we expect? Kafuko Edward. Someone in the chat is saying we expect that it will somehow be windy. Someone is saying sunny weather. Benjamin is saying sunny weather. Do we see sunny weather when we see such? We expect clear weather, windy. All your answers are very wrong. Meanwhile, they're not very correct though. Stacy, I want to hear someone, because it seems when you're writing, you just write unclear answers. Stacy, Lisa, say something. We expect rainy weather. Someone has finally said the right answer. We expect rainy weather. This is Kasuti. Kasuti, thank you. So we expect rain whenever we see Cirrostratus clouds. When you get out and the sky is having thin, white, uniform, we expect some rain later in the day. Not immediately, but later. So if you have plans of washing, you stop. Okay, let's look at another type. Let's look at another type. I hope you're noting down. So far we've looked at three: the cirrus clouds, the Cirrocumulus, and the Cirrostratus. And if you are keen, you must realize that these are the high-level clouds. Okay, all high-level clouds are the ones that have the word Cirrus, Cirrostratus, Cirrocumulus. We move on. The Altocumulus clouds. Scribble down something, scribble down something in the chat and tell me, how do we describe these ones? Jenna Zak is saying her sky was showing this Cirrostratus clouds. And how we are describing the Altocumulus clouds. Kalanzi Solomon, unmute and say something. Kalanzi, describe this. Francis? Mr. Charles?
Yes, please.
Umbriel,
I'm muting them,
and
but
say
they're just not
something.
talking.
I don't know why I'm failing to get them to speak.
Oh, it is them to, because you asked them to unmute. So
Yes,
them.
unmute yourselves responsibly. Joseph, unmute yourself and say something.
Okay.
We are describing the Altocumulus clouds. Joseph is not with us. Ida, unmute yourself and say something. As they do that, some people are already in the chat telling me they are divided. Good. They are divided or they are separated. They are mid clouds. That's another one. They are mid clouds. The clouds are separate. I want another description. Oh, they are scattered. Good. They are scattered. We are describing the Altocumulus clouds. They are white. They look like cotton balls. Do you know that they look like cotton? Yes, they look like balls of cotton. This is what Dalton is saying. Okay. We are describing the Altocumulus clouds. Just say, unmute yourself and say something. It seems people don't know how to unmute themselves. I want to hear from you. I could be talking to people who can't say anything.
Yes, teacher.
Unmute yourself and describe for me the Altocumulus sky.
They appear blue in the
They
sky.
appear blue. That is the
Yes.
sky. We're talking about the clouds. What do you see when you see these clouds? They are white, not so?
Yes, they are white in color and they appear blue in color.
So which is which? Can you be white and blue?
No.
Pick one color, my dear.
Okay, they appear white.
Good, they are white. They are puffy. When I talk about puffy, it's like a huge cotton. They look scattered.
Yes.
That's another one. That is Fadino saying they are white. So when we see such weather, such clouds, what weather condition are we expecting? Druscilla, my namesake, which weather condition can we expect whenever we see Altocumulus clouds? I'm so happy to see a namesake here. Druscilla, Altocumulus clouds expect show us which weather condition. They show?
I think they show a thunderstorm.
They show a thunderstorm. That is my namesake.
When
They
shown in the
show
morning, then
beautiful. Whenever we see them, we expect thunderstorms anytime. Thank you, Drew. People are still giving me messages, thunderstorms, and I think we are now at par on that. Okay. Thunderstorms are what we should expect whenever we see Altocumulus clouds. Good. Let's look at another type of clouds. We have the stratus clouds. Stratus clouds. Stratus clouds, they're still under middle level clouds. And so when you look at the sky, write down what you're seeing. People are raising up their hands, but they cannot unmute themselves. Raise up your hand, unmute yourself, and say something. Do it responsibly. Agaba Kennedy, unmute and say something. Kennedy? Kennedy. Ida, say something. Stratus clouds, describe. People don't know how to unmute themselves. Ida, say something. I've given you the audacity to unmute yourself and say a word. Joseph Stephen, say something. Panange, are people dumb or numb? What is happening? Say something. I see 29 hands raised, but I cannot see people talking. Please unmute yourselves and talk.
Teacher.
Teacher.
Okay, go.
They are white. They are white in color.
No, clouds are not white.
And cover the entire sky.
They cover the entire sky. Good.
They appear
They're
transparent.
not white. Stratus clouds are not white.
They appear misty and white.
A foggy.
They are gray.
Foggy.
Guys,
One at a go. Someone is saying they are horizontal, they are foggy, they are white. I don't know if I'm seeing white. I'm not seeing any white anywhere. Namtev is saying they are uniform and flat. Thank you. That's a good one. Joan is saying they are gray. Good. They are uniform. They are gray. People who are seeing white, please check your eyesight. Drew is saying they are gray. Zach, they are not brown, Jenna. They are not brown. They are gray. They cover the whole sky. They are gray. Okay. They are gray. So basically, we are looking at these skies and we are claiming and concluding that they are gray, they are uniform, and they cover the entire sky. So whenever we see stratus clouds, what should we expect? Which weather condition do they indicate? Write down for me the weather condition. If not, we unmute and say something. We unmute and say something. Chirabo Elizabeth, say something. Chirabo. Miracle, I see your hand up. Which weather condition do we expect?
We expect rainy weather.
Thank you. We expect rainy weather. Prudie, what is your take on it?
We expect rainy weather.
We expect rainy weather. Exactly. The moment we see gray uniform clouds in the sky, we are expecting rainy weather. Thank you so much. Let's look at another type of clouds. We have the cumulus clouds. We have cumulus clouds. As usual, we're going to describe how do they appear. So many people want to participate. Good, this is amazing. Miracle, say something. Miracle, Cortez. Yes, can I hear your description, Cortez?
They are white.
They are white, beautiful.
They appear thick and white.
They appear big or thick. Good.
They are
thick and white.
They have large particles.
They have large particles. That is the thickness. They are thick.
Okay. They appear uniform.
Are they uniform really? And they scattered? Did you understand uniformity? I think they are not uniform. They are separated. Okay.
Yes.
Miles, can I hear your voice?
They are kind of dark.
They are?
Kind of dark, like
yes.
down.
Yeah, beautiful. They have dark bases, and then the upper part is white. So they have dark bases. They are thick. They are separated, and they are white. Now, whenever we see such cumulus clouds in the skies, which weather condition do we expect? Opoi, my dear, say something. Which weather conditions should we expect? Isaiah, which weather can we expect whenever we see a sky with dark based clouds, thick, white, separated cumulus clouds? Isaiah is not around. Jotham, say something. Jotham? People whose hands are up are not saying anything even when I pick them.
Yes, madam.
Yes, what weather condition can we expect from the cumulus clouds?
Rain.
Rain, okay.
Wind. That's what I know.
That's what you know. Thank you. So we're going to expect windy hailstorms. And then later we shall have rain. So whenever there is something grayish in the sky, we are going to start anticipating. If you had plans of washing, you stop. Okay. So we have windy. Shirawa is saying rainy, rain. So I think we have now understood. Cumulus clouds are thick, gray bases, white tops, separated. They indicate rain. Good. I'm so happy we are interacting. Let's look at another type of clouds. Let's look at another type. That is the cumulonimbus. This is a beautiful cloud, isn't it? Can we describe this cloud? It is very beautiful. I want descriptions. Cumulonimbus clouds. Cumulonimbus. I don't see a. I'm seeing hands raised up. Yes, Charles Franga. Oh, sorry, that is my host. Cumulonimbus clouds. Cumulonimbus clouds. Can I hear people talk to me? Cumulonimbus, want to describe cumulonimbus clouds? Eliza, say something. Dalton. Daniela. Dalton, say something.
They look like huge mountains.
They look like a mountain, really? Okay, that's what she's seeing. That is one. She's saying they look like huge mountains. Melody. That's a cute name. What do they look like? Melody?
They are large and white.
They are large. It is a huge single cloud and it is white. Beautiful. Thank you. Andrew, what do you see in the sky? Andrew?
They are thick.
They are thick. Thank you, Andrew. So they are large, they are white, they are thick. Good. Carlos, what are you seeing in the sky? Carlos? Carlos, say something. What are you seeing in the sky?
They are gathered in one place.
They are gathered in one place. Okay. Carlos is observing that they're gathered in, but I see this clouds spread all over. Desire Daisy, say something, my dear. How are these cumulonimbus clouds? Desire Daisy.
They are white in color.
They are white. That is the final one. Daisy, yes, you're saying something else. Add it there.
And they can surround, and they are surrounding everywhere.
They are everywhere. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay. They are equally spread. Okay. Yes, I need another description of these clouds. Need another description of these clouds. How are they? Is someone saying something? Yes. Druscilla, Naisha, another one, another namesake. Yes, Naisha. How are these cumulus clouds? Naisha? Okay, so we are taking the final work as they are dark, rather they are white. They are thick. They are white, they are thick. They are spread in the entire sky. Which weather conditions do we anticipate? Evans and Felix. Felix, which weather condition are we going to expect?
Weather.
Which weather?
Rainy weather.
In?
Rainy weather.
We are going to see
rainy weather.
Rainy, good. When we see this, we are going to expect rain. Whenever you see the sky being too bright with such a cloud, we are going to expect rainy weather. Okay, let's look at the final type of clouds. Let's look at the final type of cloud, and that is the nimbus clouds. Now, initially we are saying that cumulonimbus were white, but the moment those cumulonimbus turn gray, they become nimbus clouds. And we said cumulonimbus were showing us that it's going to rain. Now they've become gray. We said stratus were gray, and stratus was indicating rain. So whenever we see anything gray, which weather condition? This time let's start with the nimbus clouds. Which weather conditions? Since P3 you're learning, nimbus clouds bring us rain. And so good.
Yes.
So nimbus clouds, the moment we see clouds that are thick, puffy, gray, and spread all over the sky, you start removing your clothes from the hang lines and you wait for the rain. Thank you very, very much. So in summary, we have said, today we've looked at four types of clouds. Okay. We have said we have high clouds, we have middle clouds, we have low, and then those that appear vertical. We have defined clouds as a mass of dense water droplets. Now, I think you were noting, we described the appearance of each of the clouds from Cirrus up to Cumulonimbus and up to Nimbus clouds. So, I expect you to look at this table and remember we divided the skyline into four rather. We looked at the very high clouds, we looked at the middle clouds, and the low clouds. So I have given a summary of what each of them looks like. What I want you to do is to put a column of the expected weather, because I'm sure I told you were noting. Okay. You're going to add a column of expected weather. Okay. After adding a column of expected weather, you indicate the heights. So this is our summary. And for those that have maybe joined us late, you're simply going to carry out research and fill that table, adding a height of every cloud type. Okay. Those above 20,000 feet, those above 60,000 feet, those above or below 6,500 feet. Okay, I see hands raised up. I don't know why, whether they were just forgotten or Viking, say something. You have a question? Any questions, please?
No.
Ruth, have you understood? Ruth, have you understood? Can you be able to look out and expect and anticipate the weather to expect? After this lesson, can you look outside and tell what to expect? Druscilla Naisha, can you be able to tell the weather after this lesson? William, can you do that?
Doesn't respect
William.
Yes.
If not, can you look outside and
shelf
Druscilla, I can hear you. My name says your network is
other clouds include shelf, wall, fog, conference, mammatus, and fractus clouds.
Okay, scribble it down in the chat. Scribble it down in the chat. She's saying other clouds include. Once again, you tell us.
Include shelf,
shelf,
wall, fog, conference, wall, contrails, mammatus, and fractus
Write them
clouds.
in the chat so that people can take note. But the main ones we look at in geography are those. Okay. Someone has asked me to put back the previous page. I'll do that for you, surely. Over which one in particular? Because there are many previous pages. The table.
Yes.
Okay. The table is there.
Madam Drew.
Yes, Mr. Charles.
This slide will be put on Google Classroom, so students do not worry. Just go to Google Classroom.
Exactly.
And
By the way,
this slide.
Yes, if you want to go and get this work,
we do not have any.
Yes, after doing my research, list down the weather conditions associated, get that work from your Google Classroom, for which the code is YUQQNCL. I repeat for you the code YUQQNCL.